By the way, trigger warning.
From the Jersey school say that officials are dropping the ball on a serious issue, bullying. The father of a 14-year-old says bullying drove his daughter to suicide. Today, students staged a walkout at Central Regional High School to draw attention to a pattern of bullying that they say the district is ignoring. News First Brian Thompson is in Berkeley Township and has those details.
Silence is compliance! Silence is compliance!
Students at Central Regional High School in the Bayville section of Berkeley Township angry, fearful over the suicide death of one of their own after this video was posted to social media last week of several students attacking 14-year-old Adriana Kush walking with her boyfriend in the hallway for no reason yet disclosed. 2 days later, she took her life at home. Her father outraged police weren't called.
A kid is assaulted with a weapon and it's not their policy to call the police or to file a report?
Michael Cush tells me his daughter was taken to a nurse, not the hospital, even though she blacked out and had bruising over much of her body. His outrage reflected in the 200 or so students who protested throughout the school day, skipping class, demanding action.
I would like them to actually teach the people who bully what they're actually doing and how it affects them.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You could tell, not trying to play this kid out, but you could tell he's kind of, you could tell he's been a victim. Like, some shape or form, he's been bullied.
Who bully what they're actually doing and how it affects them.
That person is getting bullied. Why do you say that? He fits everything that he's being bullied.
Yeah, you feel like he's speaking from pain?
That person's getting bullied. That's for sure.
One neighbor here even sharing this video that shows her daughter drowning in her backyard pool and Adriana jumping in to save her life.
She was like a daughter to me. She was at my house almost every day.
This demonstration didn't end until the school day did. Pizzeria owner Tony Favola bringing pies with a strong message of support inside.
We support the protest for this brave move, and we love you for being so brave. That's nice.
The police wouldn't let him cross to the kids across the street. The support appreciated by Adriana's father, who thinks he knows the cause.
I do know why it happened. It happened because these two haven't liked each other for a couple years, and she had been threatening my daughter online.
The school is not...
You know the crazy part about that? I did a live stream. I'll show the link in the ending where I was collaborating with one great content creator where we discussed internet bullying. And it was a good discussion because on the other end, you had parents that didn't understand like the causality of it. Their thinking was, oh, well, you can just hit the X button, or you can just close out, or you can just log out, or you can turn your phone off. You pretty much just ignore it. And they thought that was the case. But bullies follow you. And then on my end, I did a live where we actually had a conversation about just school bullying. A guest was on that, I'm not going to say her name. You can go look around and find her if you want to. But she had a conversation that her daughter was bullied in a school to the point where the school system itself, where either they had some relationships with one another, that the individual bullied this child so much to the point where she was scared to go to school, but she was actually at least upfront and she was open to her mom about it. And she went through all the proper channels, same way they was doing it, but the school didn't do anything. So the outcome was for her was like, for me, my thinking was, my resolve for this was like, look, cross your T's, dot your I's, do everything you need to do. Find another school. But the parent outcome was just homeschool the child. I don't know if she's still doing it or what, but that was her resolutions for everything. Just homeschool her, keep her at home, and just homeschool, because she didn't want to expose her child to this extensive bullying. And it wasn't on the internet side. It was like every time this child just stepped in the door, the fact that she looked different or somebody didn't think she was the child was the cool kid on the block. It was always something. And the mom did everything humanly possible. But at the same time, parents work. You know, we got 9 to 5, so parents can't be there when they need to be there. So bullies will find you. Bullies will find you. And this is crazy. So it's a lot. And I even remember myself, but we'll let this play out.
Commenting at this point, only sending home a letter alerting parents to Adriana's death. Michael Cush wants justice.
It was a felony assault. They don't file a report. That's obstruction of justice. They're absolutely refusing to protect our children. I mean, why would anybody want to send their kids there?
Right.
We went by the superintendent's office but have not heard back. The prosecutor is having no comment, but Cush says he's been told by the prosecutor that criminal charges will be filed against at least 3 of the 4 girls who were involved in the attack on his daughter.
I tried so hard to just talk, to just try for you guys to listen to me, for everybody here to try and listen to us.
An outpouring of hurt and anger finally ripped the cover off a bullying crisis at Central Regional High School as speakers, many of them students, told raw personal stories of getting tormented over and over again. Senior Danielle Ledesma accused the school board of ignoring their pain.
You are here to protect the students, but the students do not feel protected. I was in the darkest point of my life and you completely abandoned me.
Student Echo McNichols described her terror at threats from bullies in class.
They told me that I was ugly and fat and that I should kill myself. They sent us pictures of guns and told us that they knew where we lived and they were going to send people to our house to come rape us. And the school solution was to tell me to switch classes, to turn my schedule upside down in the middle of the year to get away from these kids, or to just suck it up.
What? She said they told her to change her schedule and remove from that class that you was being bullied at and then go to another class. So nothing will happen to you and also just suck it up. Wow. 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 What if he couldn't transfer to that class? And even still, it's a school. You got recess, you got, gym, you got, as soon as the period over, like kids are creative. They are creative. They'll find you if they want to find you. Bullies will get to you if they want to get to you. They will get to you if they want to get to you. This is not no adult, because adults understand adults. A lot of adults don't understand kids' behavior unless they have to go back and say, hey, let me put my foot in a multitude of kids' shoes. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. And a lot of kids are being so much in fear that they're not going to be that open and transparent with their parents. And that's a sad part too. And that's the problem with a lot of parents. They need to be, I understand a lot of parents, it's like excuse after excuse with most parents is like, oh, I work. Oh, 16, 12-hour days. Oh, I have no days off. Oh, okay, yeah, but you chose to have your child, so guess what? You got to have a relationship with your child. You got to have a relationship with your child. I remember 3 moments. I remember 5th grade, and this is where I said the school relocation, right? I never transferred anything in school, but I remember 3 moments of me being bullied. I remember 5th, 6th grade. It was the cool kid. I had an issue with him. He had an issue with me, but I knew he had crazy cousins, and I just avoided him. And then when we came across each other, after school was over, and he started with me, and I guess my parent at that moment saw what happened, so they saw him kind of hit me, but it wasn't like I'm not gonna downplay the fight, but it was just like a punch. And then I reacted. So my mother saw that person hit me first. My mother just went crazy, just came out of the car like, no, you hit him back, blah, blah. And just that moment alone, my thought process was like straight chest. If I hit him and he walks off, he's gonna talk. When I go back to school, and then my mom can't be there, my dad can't be there, no adults that know the situation's gonna be there. It's just gonna be me and him in school. Then if I tell the teachers, or if I'm not cool with the teachers, or the teachers don't understand the scenario, the situation, they can't watch me 24/7 either. You know, like, who does that? So then I remember another scenario where this was I think it was 7th, 8th grade, the last year before I was going into high school. And this one, I just like, at that point, I just didn't even give a crap. To this day, my mom don't even know. I remember I got this 7th, 8th grade. I got this, I think it was a Christmas gift or something. I didn't see it that often. So she got me this nice little cool little white jacket with the hoodie, the little, frills around. It's back in the 90s, so, lay off me. And then this guy always just kept poking the bear. And you know when you're a kid and they say when the tears come out your eye, you just start wanting to just start going at them. So I just got tired of it. So I just snapped and I shoved him and I ran myself into him through the closet. And the closet was like kind of like a fold in, and I just went ham on him. But then when it's done, the thinking was like, dang, he got cousins, he got friends, blah, blah, because I was in a whole nother area, whole new neighborhood, so I was like, yeah. So I left the coat, left the book bag. Heck, I even think I left the keys, because when we started scrapping, everything was off, wasn't naked though, everything was off. So I got home, and when my mom got home from a long day of hard work, the first thing she asked was like, yo, where's your coat? Where's your keys? Where's everything? And I never told her. And I even got I got punished because of that. I think I got a spanking because of it, not because of the outcome. She didn't know that, but just because of I rather took the butt whooping and the punishment versus just to figure out the whole outcome. So a lot of kids is not gonna go out their way and just tell parents or guardians like what it is, because they feel like at that moment they are not the ones that got to live through that. They're not the ones like, hey, you got to go to work, so you're not here. You're not that shield, you're not protected. We got to figure out something for ourselves. And that's 100% right. But in my case, at that moment right there, like I said, 5th, 6th grade, then it happened again, 7th, 8th grade, and I was like, I'm going to high school? No. So at that moment, I took it upon myself, and I just started, any person would just look at me funny, I just snap. And then that's how I was maneuvering through that one. Then after that, I had to think before I even react. So you have to be a little bit smarter. But again, every school is different. Every residence is different. Every neighborhood is different. So it's a lot of kids. It's a lot you got to think about. A lot of kids go through a lot of stuff. And, and that's unfortunate. I know back in the days, that's what they say, back in the day, in my day. So even I had an old head tell me, like, every time somebody bothered, just knock them out. That was the solution for everything. They put their hands on you, knock them out. That was it. But these kids now, guess what? All kids is not fighters. All kids is not confrontational. All kids is like, even the first 2 kids that was talking, they're not, those are not those type of guys. They might not have cousins or brothers or big uncles, whatever. So we can give as much suggestion you want to, but guess what? Everybody don't have the answers to it. So I just want to put that out there because
Scared to walk in the hallways of Central. We're terrified we're going to get picked on and bullied and jumped because that's all that's been happening these last few weeks. I had pictures taken of me. I had them post on Instagram, Snapchat, every single social media platform. I've had people try to jump me because I'm gay in this school, and I've been suicidal and I have self-harmed in the past because of things that have happened to me in this school. I've just been told to ignore it, to be the bigger person, walk away.
The crowd, bristling with pent-up fury, vented their frustration for hours at the grim-faced board. Parents who've tried to get help for bullied teens to no avail said they're deeply alarmed.
Because you monsters are going to be who's protecting her. And I'm scared. You guys should all...
resign. Okay, every single one of you.
The thing I've been hearing all night long, and I totally agree, we have to do better. Bullying has no place in our school.
The board promised change, but earlier at a news conference, Acting Superintendent Doug Corbett said he hadn't observed a climate of violence in school here.
The board of superintendent, that's your excuse, that's your escape out. You personally is not gonna you personally is not going to see that. Because you're up top. The teachers see it every day. Isn't it what they say between teachers and police officers? But that's especially teachers. Teachers like the lowest underpaid, go through so much crap. You know, you probably got a lot of good teachers there. They see it. But guess what? Most of them probably don't even say anything too, because guess what? They just trying to get their check and get out. Half the time they might got good kids they trying to protect, but then you got these bullies acting so irate. Then you got the bullies' moms and dads that validate this type of ignorance. So it's like it's a lot going on. So superintendent, like you can miss me with that. Oh, that's a cop out. Okay, so, but you're not gonna, that's your excuse. So you're not gonna tell me that you didn't hear, see anything. You don't even be there. You're just a superintendent. Like, this is crazy.
I see a lot of good kids doing a lot of good things. There's not a culture of violence. Do these things occur? Obviously, we know that throughout the country in every school.
Okay, so you know that. You know that.
We work everything in our power to prevent that.
It's a rough one. So there's no, all I can say to the parents, try to have as open, close, and transparent communication, conversation with your child, girl or boy. Make sure they're always welcome to have doors open for them with conversation.
Can I get a